for visiting my channel. This look was definitely out of my comfort zone. I never part my hair in the middle. I always do it to the side. Even my husband, he has been vocal about it not being his favorite, but I did want to try something new. I feel like I always have the same look. So I did the middle part, and I've been actually splitting my bangs in the middle lately. This look was actually kind of Kim Kardashian inspired. I love when she's always in turtlenecks and she kind of has her hair like slick like this. So I just figured this is easy. You can make this a glam kind of hairstyle when you're going out, or, you know, have a casual day and wear it like this, just if you don't have anything else to do. So the makeup that I decided to do today is very, I guess I'm gonna title it Winter Glow, just because I wanted to look like I have this natural glow, even though honestly I'm pretty pasty right now. But I did do a little bit more highlighting than I normally do. Obviously you can see here. And I contoured, but I didn't really do like any cream contours or anything like that. I just wanted to keep it kind of simple. I used a Luminous foundation. I'll go over that with y'all, but the palette that I used actually is a new one. I recently bought it, and it's the Smashbox Full Exposure. And what I love so much is that it has a bunch of colors, like a bunch of matte colors, and then it also has a bunch of shimmery colors. And it has from silvers down to like beige and golds. So I figured this is really great for basically any any occasion, just because you can really glam it up and go smoky with some of these dark colors, and then you go really matte and neutral and just very light with the makeup as well. So today, obviously, I did like a little bit of shimmer and stuff. I didn't do the cat eye, like winged eyeliner like I normally do, but I did want to do a lot of like bronze to kind of give you the faux glow. So if you want to see this look, keep on watching.
Alrighty guys, so I am using the Silk Cream Laura Mercier foundation, and I'm using the color Bamboo Beige, and I'm just going to use my Sigma Beauty flat kabuki brush to really buff this out. I want this to look very blended and nice and beautiful. This is a luminous foundation, and so for this winter glow look I wanted to use that. I've already filmed an eyebrow tutorial, so I will link that above. I'm just using the Anastasia brow, the Dip Brow Pomade, I believe it is. I'll make sure and I'll link that below. So I'm just filling my eyebrows in because I need it. Next, I'm using my MAC Prolongwear Concealer as a primer. I have an Urban Decay primer I highly recommend as well, but I've been using this one lately and I really like it. Next, I am applying the lightest beige shade on the Smashbox Full Exposure palette, and I'm just applying this on the crease, and I'm just blending it in circular motions. That way everything blends in nice and well, and this is what you would call a transition color. I'm applying the lightest vanilla shade from this full exposure as well on my brow bone. And then I'm just going in with a medium brown shade from that palette as well, and I'm just blending it. I'm going to make this very natural, so I'm not going to be wearing very dark browns on the crease. This tutorial is just nice little glow, so I don't want anything too extreme. With that same palette, I'm going to be applying a shimmery gold color to the lid, and I just used a wet brush. So that way it held all that pigment. I don't know what is wrong with me, but I cannot talk today. And then I'm using that MAC Pro Longwear Concealer again, and I'm just putting it all underneath the eyes, and also just to highlight in those areas above the cheeks. And I'm just going to use my Beauty Blender to blend it all in. And I sprayed my Urban Decay All Nighter spray to make it damp. And then it also helps set it. Now with the darkest shade from the Smashbox palette, I am just using it as an eyeliner with this angle brush. Now with my MAC pencil brush, I'm just using a light brown underneath that just to kind of blend it out, make it look very, very smoky, or very light smoke. And then I'm just applying the banana shade from the Anastasia contour kit with my e.l.f. taper brush. I'm just patting that on there. I try not to brush too hard. I'm always very gentle underneath the eyes. Anytime I'm putting eye cream, concealer, powders, I always just dab. That is so important because underneath the eye, that skin is very delicate. Now with this little kabuki brush from Makeup Forever, I'm just using the Midnight Glow translucent powder from Giorgio Armani, and I just thought that this would be perfect for this winter glow look. The bronzer that I'm going to be using today for contouring is the Nars Laguna, and I'm just using my Nars Ita brush. Now I'm just applying this all over the forehead. I'm going to be applying it also on the jawline. And I'm just adding a little bit of dimension. I really don't want to go too hardcore on this because I really just want it to look like a warm bronzy glow. Next, I'm going to be applying the bronzer called Snow Bunny from Too Faced. I love this thing because it has about 4 different shades. It's like white, pearls, bronze, silver, and it's just going to give it a really nice glow. Now, the highlighter that I'm using today is the Mercier highlighter, and it is such a beautiful pinkish pearl color. I am loving this. This is actually my first time wearing it, so yay! I'm happy that it came out okay. Well, it came out pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Next, I'm using my Morphe Brushes blush palette. I'm using the color that is peachy pink. It is so pretty because it has a little bit of the peach, it has a little bit of the pink all in one. And then I'm just kind of cleaning up that little line from contouring with the banana shade and then going over and blending it all in with the Nars Ita brush. I wasn't gonna apply a dark eyeliner, but I just felt like it needed a little bit more. So what I did is with the dark brown eyeshadow, matte eyeshadow from the Smashbox that I use as the bottom eyeliner, I'm just gonna wet the brush a little bit and apply it as a smudgy eyeliner. Nothing too big. And then in my waterline, I'm going to use a white eyeliner that I picked up from Sephora. I normally use my Wonder Pencil from NYX, but I can't find it anywhere, so I just went ahead and grabbed this one. And the mascara that I'm wearing is the Voluminous Loreal mascara. I bet y'all didn't know that one. I need to try other mascaras, but I do like this one, and sometimes it's hard to try new things, but I'm going to try a new mascara soon. The lip liner that I am wearing is Sublime Culture from MAC, and then the lipstick is Japanese Maple. It's like a nudish pink, and then the NYX lip gloss that I'm wearing is Creme Brûlée. Yay! Thank you so much for watching the makeup, and now keep on watching for the hair part. Now you could split your hair on the side. I decided to do the middle, and I'm just sectioning it out and then clipping the rest of my hair back. I'm going to be using a little clear rubber band, or actually a little black one, but you can use a clear one. I'm just brushing it back, sleeking everything, and I'm going to be using that hair tie to tie that hair back. So if you have long hair, this is great to keep that hair back and not falling out from behind your ears. Now you're going to grab some hair gel, and you can use any hair gel. Honestly, I just used a 99-cent hair gel, and I'm just sleeking everything, and I'm going to fix that little piece right there. But I'm going to use that same brush that I used to brush it back, and I'm just going to sleek everything down and getting all those little flyaways, and I'm just going to bobby pin my bangs. Obviously, I have those annoying bangs, so I have to bobby pin them. And then the hair that's in the clip, you want to make sure and put it all down now. If you have any loose little baby hairs, just grab like a little spoolie and add a little bit of that gel and just brush it down. Since my hair isn't completely sleek, I'm going to straighten it, and before I apply the straightener, I always use my Moroccan heat setting spray. And I'm just going to make sure that everything looks nice and clean, and just again apply that heat spray, make sure that everything's nice and protected. If you want your hair to stay healthy, then you got to protect it.